Rust is a game unlike any other. Many games have risen and died before its feet, but why do people play it? Isn't it a brutal game? A game made to torment its players?
Rivers run dry, dust breaths in the air.
Isn't it a game that pits us against each other?
2 dark days, do you have a tear to spare?
Battering and beating down each player to their bitter end.
Promise the world awaits.
Well, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't.
Heavy just breathing through this debate.
But at the same time, it's so much more than that.
Come on, start a riot.
So to answer my question, why do people
When they
play it?
look, you too much know it's fake, fake, or even hate.
It's such a complex game, it's difficult to actually come up with a simple answer.
Don't be scared if the weight paralyzes your state at the
But
gate.
even if I could come up with an explanation, that wouldn't do justice for any of the other thousands of people who play the game.
No, and don't wait. Don't be scared when the weight paralyzes your state at the gate.
Before we answer that, and finish the story about to unfold, let me show you just what this game is. Let me help you feel the rush that each player gets when they feel a story brewing within them. If I had already failed to mention, Rust is a game about stories. About people, places, connections, and loss. It feels odd talking about a game in the same way you might talk about a film. It feels odd taking it seriously. It feels odd connecting with the characters of each story you experience. But although all this is odd, the people and interactions you make change your perception of the world that you inhabit. They make it real. So, what's Rust about then? What's its point? Why do people play it?
Purely revenge. So, for example, you kill someone, and then they want revenge they want their stuff back. So, say I killed someone on a trip, and they had a lot of farm on them. They'd been farming in the snow. They'd set out for revenge for me, so they could do some more farming and come and raid me potentially. There's so many different ways to get revenge in Rust. It's like, you know, very, I can't think of the word for it, but yeah.
I think Rust is a game about gathering loot and fighting other players with the loot and making people angry.
It's all well and good getting your opinions from a bunch of chads, but asking them again, what do they think other people play the game for?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to play Rust. There's no real way to play. There's servers like the OTV server, where players just have like unlimited possibilities. It's very like role-playing aspect of Rust. And then there's the chat aspect of Rust. People like Wexy play, where they just PvP all day and gather loot. So, I mean, there's no real way to play Rust or reason to play Rust. It's all in like the eye of the player, I guess.
Some people play for the same reason as me, to like gather loot and PvP. But I think the big part of the community right now, because of the OTV server, I think they like to roleplay, and that's fine for them. I don't enjoy roleplaying. I respect it.
So now that we see the variety of the different ways of playing, what was the developer's idea when making these games? What was their initial intention, and are they happy with the outcome?
And I don't think the developers set out any sort of goal for the game. It was just almost a free world, and you could do whatever you want in and play Rust however you need, or however you feel.
I think they made the game as a survival game, but that's not how most people play it. You can play it in so many different ways.
So, why do people play it? Why do people pick on themselves, force them to enjoy a game that's so brutal and so menacing? Well, for the most part, I think that's something that you as a person and as a player need to find out yourself. You need to find your own niche, your own little home. There's so many different things to do in Rust. So many different play styles, so many different things that you can do. You can make cars, build villages, make friends, make alliances, make enemies. You can go in with friends, go in with a group, or play solo. There's so many different ways to play it, and I think labeling and explaining the game with one small answer doesn't do it justice. I think for you to fully understand the game, you need to actually play it. And so this is me asking you to go and play it. Go play it now. You might enjoy it, you might not. But overall, I think it's an experience that we all need.
Okay, boys, how you doing? You guys having a good day?
I'm having an excellent day.